Good Thursday morning to you. This is Reverend Pam Geagan from the Center for Spiritual Living, Pleasant Valley in Camarillo, California. And this is our week of meditations, the rest of the week on affluence, creating affluence from Deepak Chopra's, by the inspiration and some of the words of Deepak Chopra in creating affluence. And so yesterday we did an overview kind of what affluence is. And it is absolutely from source. Everything is from source. So when you go to source first and serve from that place, to love, to serve, and remember who we are, which is that divine spirit within, that's when all good flows in and through and as you. So we're going to relax in. I'm going to tell you just a little bit more about that, and then we're going to start, because the affluence is from A to Z, and so we're going to start with A after I just share a little bit more about coming from source with you. And so, speaking of coming from source, let us just relax in, listening to my voice, relaxing in your chair or your bed, wherever you are. And then just feeling that wonderful energetic presence, light from above, all the different colors and all the different spectrums, just flowing in and through and as you. Feel it coming down from the crown, going into the third eye, which is really in the middle of our head, right here. And it also equates with our soft spot. When we're born. When we are born with everything, all knowledge. And then as that soft spot closes at the crown, then we become more and more attached to this earthly experience. That's what I believe. Anyway, so, and then that is why we're here, to learn about this earthly experience of emotion and other things. And so let that energy just come down, down, down into the jaw, and you may even feel slack-jawed. And then coming down into the throat, relaxing the throat, coming down through the neck, dropping the neck, and then coming down into the shoulders and rolling those shoulders back. And dropping them totally. Just relaxing and stretching out the neck and the spine, and then going down and feeling that energy, that wonderful light from above, heaven above, being directed with these energy wands, as I say, in and through your whole body, coming down the shoulders, the upper arms, the elbows, the lower arms, the wrists, the hands, and out the fingertips. And notice if there's any place in the body that is hurting, and use those wands to just send energy to that spot. That's what Reiki teachers do. Which I also am a Reiki master. I mean, I've graduated from Reiki school. I wouldn't call myself a master, but directing that energy into that part of the neck and body, and then coming around, wrapping around, having that energy come right back up, coming around, wrapping around to the heart space, and opening the heart. Beautiful emerald green heart, and I always say this, see the lotus sitting there open, beautiful. And it just may be the middle of the lotus that you see, or there may be a deity there. Someone from the heaven world, someone that wants to give you a message, be it Buddha, Jesus Christ, whatever it is, just comforting you, or just the beauty of the lotus, coming back down around your back, around, going back down vertebrae by vertebrae, just opening the spine, and now coming around the front again into the solar plexus, filled with that beautiful sunlight, the yellow, and just relaxing in. And we hold a lot of energy in our gut, so to speak, in our solar plexus and in our sacral. And so feel that energy now going back and relaxing the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae, coming around, opening up the sacral chakra, the beautiful orange sacral chakra below the belly button. And just using those energy wands to relax in. And so now going down, 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 opening the spine, going down, down, down into the root chakra, opening the root chakra. And then coming back down around the back, vertebrae by vertebrae, opening the back, feeling the back energized, coming around and then wrapping around that ruby red root chakra, and then down the hips and the thighs and the knees. Just relaxing in the calves and the ankles and then out the bottom of the feet. And see that energy just flowing right down to that middle earth, anchoring us. For that is why we're here, to be anchored in this third planet from the sun, which is the emotional planet, this beautiful blue marble of which we mirror. We're 70% water, over 70%, and so is our beautiful Mother Earth. So she is in us and we are in it. We are that grain of sand in the body of our mother, experiencing the earthly experience. So we now take that energy, see it anchored in the middle earth, and just breathing it in all the way up with God is on the in-breath, I am on the out-breath. And then two more silently, seeing it connect all the way from the earth to the heaven world, to the right, to the left, to the top, to the bottom, north to the south, back to the front, east to the west, and just energizing our body. And now just relaxing, continue to relax in, as I just share a little bit more about the affluence of which we are abundantly wealthy in once we open up to it, coming in and through our lives. And affluence is our natural state. So let us be in our natural state right now. And according to an ancient Vedic saying, infinite worlds appear and disappear in the vast expanse of our own consciousness, like motes of dust and dancing in a beam of light. So affluence is the experience in which our needs are easily met, and our deepest down, our greatest manifestations that we are wanting and desires are spontaneously, absolutely fulfilled, and they can come in a nanosecond. And sometimes it takes time for our consciousness to catch up. But when that happens, we feel joy, health, happiness, and vitality in every moment of our existence. And it may come moment by moment, but that's how we build on knowing that it is there and make affluence our reality. Affluence truly does, once we get it, become the true purpose that gives us an insight into the nature of reality. So when we are grounded and looking all around in nature, we know that the same reality is our own nature, and we realize that we can manifest and create anything because all of material creation comes from the same origin. And just as the cluster of nebulas and galaxies of stars in the rainforest, a mountain or a mustard seed, or a human body are created, so it goes with all creative thought. So creating affluence, the material creation in our life that we see, touch, hear, taste, smell, we recognize that it all comes from Source. And that we can experience fulfillment and happiness to the extent we aspire. During these meditations, you may think that I'm talking about the creation of unlimited material wealth, but these principles are so much greater. And they can be applied to fulfill any desire, because they are the same principles that nature uses to create material reality out of non-material essence. And all material things, whether they are automobiles, human bodies, or dollar bills, are made up of atoms. And atoms are nothing more but energy. And without going into great detail, the basic conclusion of quantum field theorists is that the raw material of the world is non-material. The essential stuff of the universe is non-stuff. All our technologies are based on this fact, and this is the climactic overthrow of superstitions of materialism today. Because now scientists know that an atom is not a solid entity at all. It's the hierarchy of states of information and energy, and acts as the bridge of all possible states. So particles and protons and atoms are not material things. They are impulses of energy and information. And so what makes gold different from lead is the arrangement and quantity of these impulses of energy and information. And all of life, all quantum events are basically fluctuations of that energy and information. So it becomes clear that not only is the essential stuff of the universe non-stuff, but that it is thinking non-stuff. For what else is a thought but an impulse of information and because we experience them as structures through our words. And our words, once verbalized, is the same language that the impulse of energy and information we experience in our thoughts, those same impulses are the raw material of the universe. So any intention we have, once stated, once thought and stated, that energy is to put into place. So I'll talk about this more tomorrow, but today we're going to take all this information that we have, and we're going to start with the letter A. And you may have already guessed that the letter A is absolute authority, affluence, and abundance. It stands for all possibilities. And we live, breathe, move, and have our being in this universe that is a field of all possibilities. And in our most primordial form, we are also a field of all possibilities. From that primordial intention, that thought that goes in, that energetic substance that just says yes, it is possible to create everything. Impossible is nothing. Possibility is everything. Because this too, the same thing that makes up an atom, a proton, anything in the universe, this too, it is our essential nature. And so we are living, breathing, and beingness in our own essential nature. And so that which we set our intention on and lift our consciousness to makes everything all possible. It is our inner self. It is called the Absolute, and it is the ultimate authority. And it is intrinsically affluent in our life because it gives rise to the infinity, the knowing that life is infinite and we are infinite, and life in that infinity creates diversity and abundance in the universe. And so we direct our attention to that A again. To the all possibilities. Breathing it into our intention into the absolute authority, affluence, and abundance, waiting for us, for us to knock on its door and fulfill that intention to the highest and best. And I always say, don't limit, don't negate, think the highest good thoughts, and then don't detail, let go and let God reveal itself in and through all. In our A again, allness. So now, I want us to go within, into that intention, setting our intention. Into that emptiness. And listen deeply into the emptiness. Be empty and allow your mind to connect to the allness of the possibilities of the everythingness, which is the emptiness and the nothingness, all at the same time. Setting our intention. be doing affirmations as we treat ourselves out. And so as I stay in the I am, become aware today as we go through all of the AZ attitudes. Be aware of the steps. It's another A, the awareness. So I am aware. How in the absoluteness of the allness, my affluence becomes my consciousness and awareness. And my attitude changes spontaneously without even an effort. And I am aware that something is so much greater happening in that field of absoluteness. And that those impulses of the energy, the non-information which I am forming into information, creates my life experiences and are reflected in my attitude toward life and all of its outcomes of the expression of myself. I am creating affluence and abundance. For that is what the universe is made up of, and I am a reflection of that perfection in that field of all possibilities. I am totally awake, aware, and alert. That from this level of primordial energy, universal energy, I am able to create anything. For it is the nature of my inner self, the nature of my essential nature. The absolute that lies within and through and as me and all around me is the field of my own ultimate authority. It is intrinsically affluent because it rises up and through and as me into the infinite diversity and abundance in the inner universe expressing through me. So I want you to just have a moment to embrace that. Breathe it in. Affluence, abundance, awareness, awakeness, allness. And then just we wake up from the chair, we open our eyes. And I invite you to join me tonight at 7 p.m. for manifesting all that you desire at your deepest levels. How to do that, how to manifest things at your deepest levels. And so I say namaste, peace out. I love each and every one of you. I feel your energy. I really do. It sounds, I know you're going to think, oh yeah, but it's true. And so have a blessed day. And I'll see you tomorrow on the flip side with more information about our affluence. And we'll begin with the letter B also. Mwah! Have a blessed day. Have a great time.